morning to you. Good morning to you. Welcome to another opportunity for 7 minutes at 7 a.m. Good morning to you. Greet me. Let me know how you are doing in the comments section this morning. We get to do this every Monday and Friday. And I hope everyone is well. Talk to me this morning for about maybe 15 seconds. We can talk. So good morning to you, my Emma. Thank you always for your loving support and kindness and sensitivity to your pastor. God bless you so very, very much. Good morning, Aunt Tolly. Got your message? I'll be calling you soon. Good morning to you, Linda. God bless all of you for this morning. Yes, yes, yes. So put a comment in the comment section, and I certainly would appreciate it. We got a word that we're going to start off with this morning. It's called action. Everyone say action. It is the process of doing something, typically to achieve an aim. So we're not just talking about just doing something to do something, doing something with an aim in mind. So yes, good morning to everybody this morning. Good morning. My wife has upgraded everybody and said, God morning to you. Yes, right. Action, my Emma. That's right. Action, action, action. So, beloved, 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 you're now in a new month. This is the month called August. Oh my goodness. It's the month of August. So after 7 months in this thing we call 2022, your actions should be aligning up with your aim or your goals or where you're trying to go. Beloved, there are some things you're still not sure about. That's all of us. There's some things we're still not clear on. That's all of us. There's some things that we still have to work on. That's all of us. But you are designed as an individual that's supposed to act on that which you know. My goodness. We walk by faith and not by sight. And beloved, there's so many people that are still hostage and will not move, will not take any action. Fear. Oh man, that's the biggest booger. Low self-confidence. They don't even believe that God that they say they believe in. And number two, they don't believe in what God gave them. I put that on my page last night. You gotta believe in what God gave you. You have to, because it's not God that's gonna do it all through you. He gives it to you, and you gotta take some action. You gotta make a move. You gotta make movement. You gotta make movement. Listen to what the word says. Do not merely listen to the word or be a hearer only. You're deceiving yourself. You gotta do what it says. You got to do something. Listen to this. None of it works unless you do the work. We have to do our part. If knowing is half the battle, action is the second half of the battle. My goodness. Isn't that the truth? Somebody put in the comment section, that's the truth. This is something the Lord gave me. To be who you were not created to be is a fraud and self-betrayal. The reason why so many people live fraudulent lives is because they only carry out the things that are safe. They only carry out the things that they're okay with or comfortable with. They never really develop themselves to the point where they can be who God created them to be. So they live a life, a fraudulent life. What's a fraud? A fraud is a fake, a phony. It's becoming something that you are not. My goodness. It's almost like trying to make water not wet. It's almost trying to make the sun not shine. You were created to be something, but you got to grow and develop to become that. Anything else, you become a fraud. You're betraying yourself. People love out here in these 2022 streets to talk about their haters or the people that don't like them and blah, 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 because it's easier to hold other folk at bay. It's easier to hold other people accountable because you don't want to look at self. You don't want to look at yourself. But when you live in a life of self-betrayal and not becoming who God made you, then all you got to do is keep pointing to what other folk are doing to you. Why? Because that's your life. You focus on outer instead of inner. If you become everything God created you to be, here's what happens right away. When the real you shows up, opposition does show up. When the real you starts manifesting, people don't like that. So then they begin to pick on you on every little thing under the world, because what they want is they want the old you because it's easier, or they want the fraudulent you because that's the person they can get along with. But the reality is, if you don't become all that God made you to be, it's a fraud. It's a self-betrayal. So Today's word is action, the process of doing something typically to achieve an aim. You've got to make action on everything God gave you. You got to take action on who God made you. And it becomes a much more, what's the word I'm like, fulfilling life. My goodness. Don't just hear what the word says, do it. Because if you don't, that's deception. Oh my goodness. Hey, for those of you on Instagram, you can follow me. I am Stephen Hawley Jr. on Instagram. Slide that in there. Shameless plug. Hey, I know it. So everyone say, take action. Become all and who God made you to become. That is your birthright. It is your birthright. It is who God made you to be. For those of you that are believers, Jesus said, hey, I came to be who God made me. I came to do what God sent me to do. Now, they had all these other agendas for him, right? You better get Rome off our backs, right? You better kill and slaughter all of our enemies. You better do something against all these other people because that's what we want you to do. No, he said, I came to fulfill the will of him who sent me. That's what I'm here to do, right? Well, there's only one Stephen Hawley Jr. that I'm aware of. And if there's another one, he's certainly not this same one. We got fingerprints to give us a unique identity that says this one versus that one. Hey, my father's name was Stephen Hawley, but he was Stephen Hawley Sr. They make that distinction because there's a difference between him and I. I got a son, and his name is Stephen Hawley, but he's Stephen Hawley III. And most of my family members and everyone in this household, they call him Trey because there was a distinction between us. We have the same DNA, but he's a distinct individual. My goodness, you've got to take action. You've got to become all and whom God made you to be. It's a process of doing something, typically to achieve an aim. If this was beneficial to you, hey, can you go ahead and share it with someone? I certainly would appreciate it. Thank you in advance. We share bad news all the time. Let's share some good news. And as I say every single Monday, don't curse Monday, leave Monday alone. This is a great day. It's the day the Lord has made, and it's the day that you are in. So as always, I thank you so very much for all your kindness and support to the 7 minutes at 7 a.m. And you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. God bless. Bye-bye.